All right. Good evening. Welcome back to my channel, Spiritual Healing Journey. My name is Cynthia, and I just decided to just do a random reading and put it out and see what was going on, to see what was going on in the atmosphere. And so, just ride with me as I pull cards. All right. So, I started with the Ace of Swords. My table's already been blessed and cleared and cleansed, and I pray for the Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, of all things created. Through all time, space, continues that connects us all to watch over, protect, and guard us as we watch or channel information and energy on to this table in this moment. May I be protected by my spirit, God's angels, and ancestors, and angels of the highest point light. In Jesus' name, I pray, amen, and share me. Okay, so Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, Two of Cups. So I jumped on the table because I was like, I want to see what's going to come out. I wasn't going to play with no cards or nothing because it is like almost 1:30 in the morning. I was supposed to be doing some stuff for work. So um, I just was like, let me jump on here because I haven't been on the table all weekend actually. I've been chilling for real. I just been kind of watching readings, and I was like, let me jump in and see what's out there for me. What do I need to tap into, or what do I need to pick up on? And so I don't know who this message is for, who this message is going to resonate with. However, I am going to pull the cards and I'm just going to ride with whatever come out. So I pulled the Ace of Swords, and what came to me was, um, if you look at the card, this camera sucks. There we go. If you look at the card, Ace of Swords, there's a light beam in the center right here. And what I heard was journey to the center of yourself. You're taking all the steps or pathways that you need to take to come to connection with yourself or come to terms with yourself. Like you are finally calling yourself back to yourself. You're searching yourself. You're understanding yourself. You're diving deeper into yourself to really just hone in on being home within you. Like you are learning how to, or you're taking this necessary steps, or you're just moving in a direction to just hone in on you, to protect you, to guard you, to understand you, to relate to you, to just build on to all the things that you've already had in store, and you're tapping into your past, present, and future simultaneously at the same time, and you're asking it all to come into alignment with the Ace of Swords, and you're finally taking action. You're taking action in the direction of yourself, whatever it is that brings you guidance, what brings you peace, what brings you compassion, what brings you understanding. You're taking action into yourself, right? And in the process, you are also trusting your spirit guides. You're trusting your ancestors. You're trusting your angels. You're trusting your higher self. You're trusting just whoever or whatever, excuse me, that's confirmation. Whoever, whatever comes into connection or comes into the pathway of your divine movement, and you're trusting your intuition, right? You're trusting that everything that's, and trust is a really, really big word, because I know for me, I just struggle with trusting things because I'm just like, well, I've had my trust broken so many times. However, trust starts with you. It doesn't start outside of you. It starts with you. Trust starts with you being confident enough to make the decision, or confident enough to believe in the fact that you can have the ability to achieve that thing or achieve that goal or open to that capacity or whatever the case may be. Trust starts within you. It does not start without you. So when your trust has been violated, you violated yourself. Or you allow someone to violate you in a way that is not beneficial, does not feel good to you, right? And sometimes we don't agree to do these things intentionally. It just happens, right? You get into these relationships, you get into situations where a person betrays you, a person, feel some kind of way about who you are and what you are, what you have, and what you possess. So they do things to you. They want it because they want what you possess or what you have. Sometimes you're not even aware of what gifts or what capabilities or what light or the love or the energy that you possess, and how that energy affects people around you. Like sometimes you're not aware of your own self. You just are so, I'm not, I heard complacent, but not really complacent. You're more so compliant to just vibing with the flow of things and vibing with the energy, right? So even though things might not always go the way you wanted to go, you still are able to like stay positive and move through it and just be like, oh, okay, it'll be all right. Oh, okay, it'll be all right. However, now you're not moving that way anymore. You're like, look, I know it's going to be all right, because it's going to be all right, because I'm going to make the right decisions. I'm going to make the right choices. I'm going to use discernment. I'm going to use whatever gifts I have that I've gained from going through the things I've gone through my past, my present, and things that I may encounter in my future. I'm going to use that to help me elevate myself, and I'm going to trust in God. I'm going to trust in spirit. I'm going to trust in the holy ancestors or whoever you believe in, because I don't know who you believe in, but I know for me, I believe in the Most High God. I believe in source created energy. I believe in the universe. I believe in unity of one, that we all come from creative collective consciousness. So I trust and believe in that creative collective consciousness that was blessed or bestowed upon it within me, my journey, my destiny, where I'm supposed to go, what God wants me to do, or how Mother God or Mother Father God, whoever predestined, ordained me to do the things that I'm doing, right? So I trust in those things, right? And in the process of you trusting those things and you believing and having faith in those things, you're getting a Two of Cups. And in this instance, this is love. I know it's love, but it's not just a love of a companion or a partner. It's just genuine overall love. You're learning to love yourself first and to call in or manifest the love that you deserve or the love that you desire, right? You're not just, out here just operating haphazardly or just, by happenstance. Like, you're intentional about what's happening or what's coming towards you, right? You're intentional about your projections. You're intentional about your, damn, that was a lot. You're intentional about your projections. You're intentional about, your perceptions of things. You're intentional about your actions. You're intentional about your behavior, how you speak, how you dress, how you move, how you interact with the people that are in connection with you, right? You're intentional about all the things that pertain to you, right? You're so alert and aware of the things that are happening to you or around you or for you or because you did something. You are paying attention now, right? You've waken up. You're not asleep anymore, right? You're awake. You're alert. Your conscious awareness is in a space of knowing now, right? So you're starting to know things and make sense of things, or build synapses in your brain, or build connections in your brain where, things that once was a little confusing are now no longer confusing to you. They starting to like really click, right? And because you were obedient enough to take the time to sit with yourself, because you were obedient enough to actually listen or to trust in yourself or just have some faith in yourself, believe in yourself, because you were obedient enough to just take some time to just sit with you and just fast, or take some time and sit with yourself and meditate, take some time to sit with yourself and just, reflect on who you are and who you've become and who you are becoming, right? Because you are doing these things, because you have done the work, God is going to bless you. Universe is going to bless you. Universe is going to say, oh, they sent out this good energy. Oh, let us send it back to that person tenfold. Oh, they created this shockwave in the creative consciousness. Let us shock them back and give them the things that they deserve, or the things that they desire, or the things that they feel like they should have, because they moved in the direction they were supposed to move, right? And damn, that's right on money, right on the money, right on the money. It's followed up by the Empress, right? So the universe is saying, okay, because you had all these wonderful ideas and you did all things just what you were supposed to do, like you did your homework, you did your chores, right? You worked your job, worked your shift, and did your hours, did your time, right? Because you did your spiritual mission, right? We're going to bless you. We're going to allow you to birth something into your consciousness. We're going to birth something into you. We're going to awaken something into you. We're going to gift something to you. We are going to bless you with something. We are going to open up the pathways to the things that you need to be opened up to. If your voice or your throat was closed, because I feel like I'm trying to close my voice, but I refuse. I rebuke you, Satan, in the name of Jesus. If your voice was compromised, or your voice was attacked, if your mind was attacked, if your mind was attacked, if your thought process was attacked, if your speech was attacked, if your heart was attacked, if your sacral chakra, whatever part of you, your root chakra, your willpower, whatever part of you was attacked or mistreated or taken advantage of, we're going to give that back to you, because you did everything you were supposed to do. Anything that was stolen from you, you're going to get it back. Like that song, I heard the song, everything that the devil stole, God's giving it back to me. Dun, dun, dun. Everything that the devil stole, God giving it back to me. Right? Can't have my joy, right? Because I'm not giving it away. Like, you're making the choice to say, you know what? No one can take my joy, because my joy is mine, right? No one can take my peace, because my peace is mine. No one can take my laughter, because my laughter is mine, right? right? No one can take my love because my love is mine. I give it to myself first before I give it to anybody else. And what's mine is mine, right? I allot this portion to me first before I allot anything to anybody else, right? I have to take care of myself first before I can take care of anybody else, right? And so because you started to put yourself first, because you started to care for yourself, because you started to love yourself, because you started to pay attention to yourself, because you started to listen to yourself and not step outside yourself or be tricked into things or compromise yourself, because you started to really take time to really pour into yourself and love on yourself the way that you want to be loved on, and acknowledging yourself the way you want to be acknowledged, and like actually pay attention and open up to you. Spirit and God is saying we're going to open up to you too. We're going to give to you what you've been giving out, even though you wasn't getting it all these years. Some people like 10, I'm hearing 10, 11, 12 year, 13, 14, 15 year cycles. People have been going through cycles. You've been going through the same cycle over and over again, and approaching the same cycle from different perspectives, different vantage points, different viewpoints, different guidelines, different bias, different lenses, different energy, but it's the same fucking cycle that you keep repeating, right? But each time you repeat in this cycle, you learn something new, right? Even though you feeling stagnant and you feeling stuck, like, why the fuck is this happening to me? Why do I gotta go through this? Why can't I just have what I need or what I deserve? I'm doing all the right things. Like, stop saying why can't I? Because you can. You can have it. It's yours. You gotta claim it. It's yours. You have to claim it. When you finally say, you know what, I'm not dealing with this shit no more. I'm not allowing this person to talk to me this kind of way. I'm not allowing this person to take from me this kind of way. I'm not allowing this person to play in my face this kind of way. I'm not allowing this person to talk to me how they talk to me. I'm not allowing this person to steal my money. I'm not allowing this person, to play with my emotions. I'm not allowing the person to play with my mind. I'm not allowing anything that I don't agree to happen to me, right? I make that choice. And like, people don't realize your power. Like, you really, really don't realize your power. A lot of people are asleep. You got to wake up and realize your true power, right? What you say, what you think, what you feel, what you know, what you believe, what you trust in, what you put your energy into, what you have your intuition tapped into or on. All those things play a part. All those things are a factor. I encourage people to look into your birth charts and get to know who you are as a person. Because at first, when I was younger, they taught us about astrology, but then I was also taught that astrology is bad. I was taught that it's witchcraft, that it's wizardry, that you're not supposed to seek or want to know the future or seek or want to know what's going to happen. However, what if it just already happens to you and you don't even know what it is? Right? What if you already blessed with the gift and you don't even know how to fucking use it? You just naturally use it because you just took it as a natural ability of yours. And you don't even realize that you're gifted or you're blessed beyond measure or that you are tapped in. Like, some of us have like this sixth sense. You can go somewhere, you automatically know somebody to go down and you come on, it's time to leave. Let's go. And y'all leave, and then 30, 40 minutes later, some crazy shit happening. You're like, damn, I was just right there. Yeah, because you trusted your intuition. You tapped into a power that you already had, that you didn't even realize you had, or didn't even know that you had, or that you possess, right? So Spirit is saying now, because you are becoming aware of these gifts and you're not denying them anymore, and you are starting to embrace them, you're starting to envelop them, and you're starting to recognize and own up to who you are and who you were blessed and destined or ordained to be. You're starting to accept all of you and not deny parts of you, even the parts of you where you made mistakes and you fucked up and you did some crazy shit and you knew you wasn't supposed to do it, but you did it anyway because you were just outside. You was just trying to do your little thug, this one had your little thing going on. You feel what I'm saying? You were just outside. You know what I'm saying? You really didn't have no values at the time. You just like, I'm out here doing my thing. Everything that you doing, even though you out here doing your thing, it was done before a reason. You was learning something, right? You were learning something in the process, whether you realize it or not. Every waking moment that you are alive, you're learning something. You are processing something. You are processing through something. Sometimes we are in autopilot though, right? We're so comfortable and we become complacent. We become like programmed or roboticized, where we just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. And after a while, you're just like, yo, what the fuck? I'm still on this hamster wheel. Wait a minute. Let me go lay down. Right? Let me go take a step back and go on vacation. Let me go celebrate myself. Let me go enjoy myself. Let me go appreciate myself. Let me go love on myself how I need love on myself. Like, if I bust my ass, I didn't realize, like, I just told a friend of mine, my kids, my nieces and nephews, as a matter of fact, this weekend, I was talking to them and I'm like, bro, my coworker put it into perspective, let me know, like, damn, yo, we work 12-hour shifts. I'm like, shit, no, we don't. We don't do that shit. You crazy. She like, yo, think about it. We got to be to work by 7:15 every morning. We don't get up till 7 o'clock at night, every night. We don't get home until about 7:30, 8 o'clock every night. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. I ain't think about that shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Even as parents, when you go home, you still got work because you got kids. right? So you, as a parent, you still working. So you really technically you working 24/7 for if you really want to keep it a bean. Those of you who are single parents, especially those who are active parents, like really like actively being parents in your child's life. You work 24/7. You barely get time to rest and go to sleep and do the things that you want to do for yourself, let alone make time for yourself or have peace for yourself. And because you are starting to prioritize yourself and you're starting to recognize and prioritize your life in general, period, spirit is blessing you, right? They're blessing you with a birthing of some kind, of a gift of some kind, of an inheritance of some kind, of a spiritual anointing of some kind, right? They're giving you something. You're getting ready to be blessed or initiated into something. Some of you have already been initiated into the next fold or next chapter of your life, or been opened the door, or the door has been opened to you, the next cycle, or you've taken the step into the next cycle, or you've transitioned into the next phase of your life, right? Spirit is, excuse me, Spirit is like, that you blessed, that you protected, that this is what you get. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you get. Yeah, you getting what you deserve to get, right? And so with the Five of Swords, some people are not happy about you getting these things. Some people don't want to see you excel. Some people don't want to see you evolve. Some people don't want to see you grow. Some people don't want to see you, be better or move on because, it hurts, right? It hurts. Like I was explaining to my coworker recently too. We were talking about grief, and I'm like, yo, we grieve every day, all day, and we don't even realize we be grieving until it's something that's weighty. You feel what I'm saying? We grieve all day, every day. We grieve the fact that we gotta get up out of the bed and not be able to sleep. You're grieving, right? You grieve when you driving to work and you don't feel like driving to work. You're grieving. You're sad. Grief is sadness, right? You grieve when you're at work and you want to take a break and you can't really take a break. You're sad. That's grief. You're experiencing grief. However, you're also moving through the phases of grief quickly depending on the weight of or severity of the situation. So like some of us we can logically say, okay, yeah, I'm grieving the fact that I can't sleep right now, but shit, I gotta get up, I gotta work. I gotta pay my bills. I gotta make ends meet. I have to be productive in some way, shape, or fashion. I have to feed my kids, right? So although you grieve, you accept, you move through that grief process so quickly that you don't even process that you're moving through that grief process because you're pushing yourself, not in a negative sense, but you're encouraging yourself, you're motivating yourself to do what needs to be done, right? To take action. Now, when it comes to heavier or weighted things like a loss of a person, a loss of a job, loss of income, it hit different. That grief is going to hit different because of the impact or the weight that you have allowed it to have in your life, the space that you've allowed it to take up in your life or in your heart or in your mental or in your psyche, right? Or in your energetic field. So you're going to grieve it differently. You're going to feel it differently when you break up. You're going to feel it differently if your grandma, your auntie, cousin, Sue, whoever passed away. You're going to feel it differently if you lose that job. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to feel it differently if that marriage break up. It's going to hit differently because you're going to grieve a different type of way because it's affecting you in a different type of way. It's affecting a different part of your psyche, right? A different part of your heart, a different part of your core, a different part of your essence and who you are, a different part of your energetic field, your auric field, right? So you're going to grieve differently according to whatever it is you're grieving, but people are grieving you just off the strength of you just being the energy that you are, right? When you finally decide to make the decision, choice to say, you know what, I'm done with this shit. I'm not dealing with it no more. I'm moving on. And you start elevating the people that was once with you is not elevating with you. They're going to grieve you. They're going to feel some kind of way. They're going to trick, scheme, manipulate, lie, try to hang on, try to go along with you, but really not trying to get their life right. Just want to still be around you, being your energy, hanging out. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to want to spend some time with those people. But if you are really ready to grow, evolve, and change, you have to learn how to walk away. It's okay to say no. No, thank you. I appreciate the offer. However, I have something else I need to do, or something else that I would prefer to do, or something else that I'm doing, right? Thank you, but no thanks, right? And there's nothing wrong with it. And people are going to feel some kind of way about it, like because they see you elevating, they see you with the Five of Swords, they see you growing, they see you evolving, they see you changing, but you are trusting spirit. You are trusting your ancestors. You're trusting your spirit guides. You're trusting your angels. You're trusting that you are moving, or you're going to be moving into a direction that nobody can take from you, right? And whoever is feeling some kind of way, they're going to deal with it. They're going to be in the back like, why is me? Oh, woe is me. Why is this happening? I don't want you to move on. I don't want you to go ahead. And of course, you're going to feel some kind of way. You're going to feel distraught about it because you're walking into a new scenario, a new situation, a new opportunity. And when you start something new, it's always unnerving. It's always uneasy. You're always anxious. You're always kind of shy to speak out because it's like, well, damn, I'm in this new opportunity, but I just don't want to mess it up, right? I don't want to flub it. I don't want to fumble it, right? So what you're learning to do is embrace it now, right? With the sun card coming up behind the Five of Swords, you're learning to embrace it. You're learning to say, you know what? Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but you know what? Shit. If it wasn't for the beauty, if I wasn't supposed to be here, I wouldn't have been offered this opportunity. If I wasn't supposed to be in this room, I wouldn't have been invited to come in. If I wasn't supposed to eat at this table, I wouldn't have been invited to sit down. You feel what I'm saying? Like you're starting to embrace that you deserve the good things that are happening to you are coming into your life, right? You're changing your pattern, you're changing your thoughts, you're changing your feelings, you're changing your speech, you're changing your behavior, and you're changing your actions. And in doing so, some of you might even be changing your posture just in how you sit and exercise and how you spend time with certain ones. Like you're changing your whole routine, how you function and flow. You are individualizing it to function and flow for you. And sometimes that is scary too because it's like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know what I should be doing or shouldn't be doing. I'm kind of like, I'm torn between, what direction I should be moving in, but I know I'm moving in the right direction. So I'm going to give myself some grace. I'm going to give myself some mercy. I'm going to pace myself and I'm going to continue to ask for guidance, right? I'm going to continue to ask for patience. I'm going to continue to ask for security when I feel insecure or stability when I feel unstable, right? I'm going to continue to ask for guidance when I feel unsure, confused, right? Because God is not a God of chaos, right? He's not. And when you understand that God is not a God of chaos, He will not bring chaos to you. Chaos comes to you because you opened the door to it. You welcomed it in. So if you don't want chaos in your life, you like shit that's drama, you be like, oh yeah, miss me with all that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm good with that. As soon as you hear it, you're gonna be like, oh, all right, never mind, I'm good. I don't even need to hear the rest. I don't need to be engaged in the rest. I don't even know the rest. Y'all can go ahead with all the rest of that. Go ahead, keep the door with you. I'm good. Oh, well, that's unfortunate that that's happening to them. Hopefully they figure it out for themselves. I have nothing else to offer in that regard, right? Remove yourself. Start walking away when people are having conversations about certain shit that don't pertain to you, that has nothing to do with you. People are going to talk about you. What they say about you is none of your fucking business. It is none of your business. If they're not saying it directly to your face, you shouldn't even care. You shouldn't even give a fuck. They're not even strong enough or secure enough with themselves to say what they gotta say to you to your face. Then why the fuck do you even care? It doesn't matter. It's beneath you. And you have to carry it as such, right? And so a lot of you are walking away. The Eight of Cups. A lot of you are walking away from what once was and moving into what is or what will be. And you're being positive about it, right? You setting goals, you setting boundaries, you setting standards, you honoring your goals, you honoring your boundaries, you honoring your standards, you're honoring yourself, you're respecting yourself, you're listening to yourself, you're getting rest. Look, Four of Swords. You taking rest. She's sleeping her little thing and she cooling. Right, with a little heart in there with her. She cool and she like, I got it. I'm all right. I'm safe and secure and cocoon in my little cocoon in my shelf. Right. I let in whoever needs to come in and whoever don't need to come in. They're not welcome to come in here. I'm only allowing who deserves to be in my energy, be in my energy. I'm only allowing who deserves to be in my space, be in my space. I'm only allowing the thoughts that allow me to manifest and grow and dive deep to come into fruition, and it's followed by the Four of Wands. So fulfillment, right? Celebration, fulfillment, completion, right? You are in a space where now you like, you know what? I deserve better than what I've allowed myself to take in, allowed myself to be subjected to. I know my worth now. I know who I am. I've gone through certain things. I've transpired through it. I'm not going to allow myself to go through this shit no more. You feel what I'm saying? It's time for me to grow up, evolve, and change and be better. It's okay growing up. It's okay to grow up. It's okay to mature. It's okay to evolve. It's okay to still be young at heart. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be me. It's okay to embrace myself for me. It's okay for me to be me and be comfortable with being myself despite anybody else's opinions or thought processes or whatever how they feel about me. You feel what I'm saying? It's okay for me to be me. And I feel like I don't feel like I need to take any more calls, to be honest. I don't. But I can pull I'm gonna pull an oracle. I heard grandma. Somebody grandma want to talk. Somebody's grandma. Or your grandparents or great grandparents. Um, that's what I'm getting from these cards. Cause I actually dedicated these cards to my grandma. When my grandmother passed away, I said I wanted these cards to be connected to the ancestors in terms of my grandparents that passed away. So anytime I touch these cards, I think of my grandmother. But somebody, not just my grandmother, but the elderly, somebody's grandmother wants grandmother, grandfather, grand cousins. They want to speak out right now. Otherwise, I wouldn't even been drawn to this deck of cards. I keep looking at these two. Yep, ancestor cards. I'm gonna pull the hummingbird oracle cards, the wisdom cards. Somebody's grandparent wants to give some wisdom. I'm gonna let the grandparent. Ooh, let the grandparent speak. It says, "Epic journey. You've flown so far already. Keep your gaze on the horizon, for you're almost there." So, like that just confirms what I was already saying. Like you doing the work, right? And I know sometimes when you're doing the work and you're moving in the right direction, it feels like you're not moving at all, or it feels like, damn, I'm tired. I just want to sit down. I just want to. Why does my life have to be this way? Like, why can't things just be simple? Why can't things just be easy? Just keep moving. Don't even think like that. Like, you know what? Let me change my train of thought. Let me not. Let me cancel that. Right? Like cancel that energy, cancel that emotion, cancel that thought process, cancel that programming, right? Delete that programming because you're moving, right? Your ancestors are guiding you, your spirit guides are guiding you, your angels are guiding you, your conscience is guiding you. Let your conscience be your guide. Your conscience is guiding you, right? Your first mind is guiding you. Your gut feeling is guiding you. Your intuition is guiding you in the direction that you supposedly already be going, and you already doing it. It just feels overwhelming because it's a lot of things changing in your life, right? Change is not easy. No one ever said change would be easy, right? No one said that moving forward and growing up was going to be an easy feat. Growing up is never easy, right? Doing things differently is never easy. When you first, like, say for example, you overweight or you just out of shape. Like me, I'm out of shape for running on front. I'm out of shape, right? However, I'd say I'm gonna get in shape. Like I'm used to being fit and I'm used to being active. So what happened that I stopped being fit and I stopped being active? Oh, I started paying attention to life. I started like paying attention to everything else outside of me, and I stopped doing the things that made me feel good. I stopped paying attention to myself. I stopped putting time, effort, and energy into myself. I stopped moving my body. No, fuck that. Let's fix that. Okay, let's go back and start exercising. Let's drink water. Let's eat healthy, right? Let's drink some tea, right? I like drinking tea at night or throughout the course of the day. And I don't necessarily like sweetener in my tea like that. I'm cool with having my tea like barely sweet because I'm not big on sugar. You feel what I'm saying? Now I'll eat me some sweets, but I typically gonna eat my sweets, around that lady time. You feel what I'm saying? But that's too much information. I'm sorry, I digress. But real shit, right? Ooh, excuse me. Sorry about that. But your ancestors are saying keep moving forward, keep your eyes on the prize because they are guiding you, they are protecting you, they're protecting your destiny, they're protecting your journey. They see that you move the right way. They're not letting nothing and nobody step in the way or come in the way or come in between where it is that the divine is trying to take you, right? You're divinely guided. You got your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes there, right? Don't give up. Don't give in. Don't walk away. Don't allow people to be distractions to you. Don't allow happenstance things to deter you, right? Because right now, a lot of you are being tested to see if you really deserve what it is that you are working towards. Like you can fumble it and say, yeah, I tried, but I'm not that great. Or you can be like, you know what? Let me conquer this shit. Let me bang this out because I already did this before. I already know how to do this. Right? Let me remember how I did this before the last time. What happened last time I did it this way? What's another way I can do this? Oh, I've never done this before. Let me figure out how to do this. Right? It's all in your thought process. It's all in how you attack your next journey or your next goal. It's all in how you want to accomplish or achieve it. It's up to you. How you move forward is up to you. Your next steps are up to you. Right? That's too many. I'm not taking all that. Is there any more cards that Granny wants to spit out? I think that was a lot. I heard no, I'm good. Okay. Well, that's the one card we taking. I'm not about to force this shit. I sure am not. I promise you I'm not. I don't do that. Heck, time I don't even like pulling coats. I don't like pulling coats because I don't like being tapped into so many different energies for real. Because I'm still learning how to manage my own energy. You feel what I'm saying? My energy is so big sometimes, and I feel so much all the time. And it's like, yo, how do you learn how to differentiate between this and that and this and that? So I'm still learning too. I'm going to school too, and I've been pulling cards for years, for a couple years now. It's been a good 8 years now that I've actually been doing tarot cards, and I always kept it to myself because I only did it for my own natural spiritual healing journey to grow myself, to heal myself, to love on myself, to protect myself, to guide myself, or to find the parts of me that I felt like I lost or I had given away or given away. Right. And I was under a lot of spiritual warfare, a lot of attack through family members and relationships that I had, engaged in knowingly and unknowingly. You know what I'm saying? I was attempted to be, they tried to sacrifice me. And I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. So I started getting into it when I started praying, and I started praying, and I was intuitively guided to this. I learned that my family, my ancestors, were healers, shaman and things of that nature. So it's like, those natural innate abilities started to wake up in me. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So the two cards that came out were the patriarch, unapologetic, and the ancestral force, completion. Right, and that's going to be the ending of our reading. I'm going to read these two cards and then we're going to keep moving. Okay. So the patriarch, right? That is your masculine energy, but it's not just your masculine energy. It is all your forefathers that stepping forth and saying, look, be unapologetically you, right? Be true to you. Don't let nobody else and nothing else deter you from being who the fuck you supposed to be. Don't feel no kind of way about being you. Everybody not gonna like you. Who cares? You don't have to like me as long as I like me. As long as you like you, right? Nobody has to be like on you or kiss your ass and be up underneath you because you are the way you are. No, just like you for liking you, right? Embrace you for embracing you, honor you for honoring you, accept all of you, whether people accept you or not, and be okay with that. People are gonna say that you're different. People are gonna say that you're weird. So what? So what? You're weird too, okay? Well, I embrace my weirdness, right? I enjoy my weirdness. You don't have to like my weirdness. You don't have to engage my weirdness. You don't have to be around me if you don't like me, right? You don't have to spy on me, or you don't even have to talk to me if you don't want to talk to me, right? Start getting in that mindset of like, okay, I don't give a fuck. Like, okay, you ain't talking to me, so I don't care. Has nothing to do with me. Start minding your business. Right? Start minding your business. Start being just you and not caring about being you. Like, just really truly honestly embrace all of you. And that is the message that I'm getting from your forefathers, right? And from your overall family. They're saying well done. I heard well done, completion, job well done. Meaning whatever it is that you did, or whatever it is that you're doing or currently doing or in the process of doing or have done, whatever the case may be, your family line, your bloodline, your ancestors, they are completely proud of you, and they say you don't have to fear or feel like whatever it is that you accomplish is not yours. It's yours. It's already yours. Just give it time to show up, right? It's been completed. Completion. Give it time to show up. Give it time to manifest in the 3D because it's already been done in the 5D or whatever, 4, 5D, wherever it's been done in. It's already been done. So give it time to manifest in the 3D because the job is completed. Your mission is complete. Your task is complete. What you were supposed to do in this lifetime, you've done it and then some. And because you're still here, you have more time to do even more and just be able to kick back and relax, right? So I'm going to end that message here. To thine own self, always remember to be true. Peace, I say, I'm going to say, and I'll check you out on the next one. Peace.